name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. With game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the Bookie Killer, sitting here with my ride-along host, the Paparazzi. Good morning, brother.
What's going on?
Man, pretty excited. Like I said, VIP Sports is back in business.
Yes, sir.
As you know, we got baseball coming up on the 23rd.
Yes.
We got NBA coming on the 30th of July, so I'm pretty excited about that as well. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm a little bit disappointed because we really thought that the NHL was coming here. We had information, and as far as our information, we found out yesterday that the NHL was planning on coming here. The players were going to be staying over at MGM Grand. They were going to quarantine off and kind of make it a bubble over with the outdoor area over between where the T-Mobile Arena is. They were going to use the MGM Grand to play in T-Mobile. However, Vegas right now is one of the top hotspots in the U.S. for COVID, and they've decided now that they're going to probably go with Edmonton and Toronto. So I'm disappointed.
You're disappointed? I'm fucking disgusted.
Yeah.
That would have been such a big boom for our economy to host hockey here. It would have had everybody exciting, betting sports, people coming into the town. But I must say this, you know, there's a little bit of good to it as well, because I don't know if you guys know that or not, but Nevada is the leading state in the United States, and I think even the world, with coronavirus right now.
Well, right now, at the rate we're picking up cases percentage-wise, right now we are for the United States.
Yeah, well, I will say this. As you know, California shut down today. The beaches, the restaurants, everything just like they did a month ago. And as you know, our governor usually follows. So even though the governor says we're going to continue with phase 2, I have a good feeling that we're going to shut down. Now, does that mean NBA and Major League Baseball is not going to play? Absolutely not. They are going to resume play. We are definitely going to have sports, and VIP Sports is going to be open, which leads me to my next question real quick. Let's talk about Major League Baseball, about them not releasing who has corona and who doesn't, so you guys understand that you need a guy like me, a sports consultant, to give you certain type of information, not only to make money, but to give you other elements of the game. You want to fucking weigh in on this, Paparazzi?
Yeah, and there's a good reason why we're starting the show even before the introduction, guys. Major League Baseball came out this week, and because the coronavirus is not an injury, it's a sickness, they're not making teams report who has the coronavirus. So they've pretty much left it up to the public to guess on who actually has the virus versus who has an injury, who may be out for a couple of days. So you really need, baseball this year, a guy like Steve Stevens who gets the information. You're not going to know if a guy, Mike Trout, whose wife is pregnant, is off with the wife for a day or two because she's having a baby versus if he picked up corona. A guy like Steve Stevens is going to have that information. So this year, guessing is not going to work. You are going to need a guy who has true information.
Without any shadow of a doubt. I'll give you an example. Let's talk about the big skipper. Run into a college referee the other day. You want to weigh in on that as well?
Yeah, regarding basketball, guys, Skip, you know, guys who think Skip's sitting there on his laurels, absolutely not true. Not only is he dealing with baseball, but he ran into a college referee the other day. College referee happened to tell him, first off, the NBA is 100% going to play. There are guys, players who are going to opt out, and that's true. There are guys who are going to get corona, but they're going to move on. But as far as the NBA referee went, he ran into a college ref. The college ref explained to him that about 75 to 80% of the NBA refs are older guys. They are scared of the coronavirus. They do not want to participate. So the NBA is reaching out to college referees. This particular referee was asked to go. He declined. But there's going to be a lot of college refs who are going up to the NBA. Again, first time for them. Are they going to let these guys go physically? How are they going to ref the games? This is another reason you're going to need a guy like Steve Stevens.
Betting on sports is a little bit more than going off last year's power rankings, knowing who's going to play. There's a lot more elements involved, guys, and I'm going to help you pull out 2020 and make it one of the most successful fucking years you've ever had. At the end of July, we're going to get back into sports betting, and I'm going to make up for all that money that you guys have lost. So make sure you put a little money aside, get ready for July 23rd, invest with me, and I'm going to show you how to flip your fucking bankroll like a world-class gymnast. Bottom fucking line. And a quick message that we were talking about Corona. As you know, Las Vegas is fully open for the 4th of July. So for all the people in Arizona, which I love very much, my brother lives there, have a bunch of high-end clients, to all my people I love in California, do me a favor, stay the fuck home. We don't need you bringing your Corona to Vegas and taking us off the charts and killing everybody out here. So my advice for all those people that want to come out here and give us Corona, stay the fuck home so we can clear this shit up.
Yeah, guys, I think we're about this close to going on a long lockdown nationally. Everybody's got to do their part. We keep saying it, social distancing, practice the mask, practice washing your hands, stay clean, because, guys, we're about to be in an epidemic that's going to last a long time. It's going to affect us all, and we're all about to be locked down big time.
But here's the good news. I can help with your mental state even if you do have to stay at home, because as long as sports are playing, you can sit at home all day long. I'll make you 3 times the amount of money that you do at your motherfucking job, and that you could take to the bank. So there's no reason to get financially depressed. All you guys that don't want to go back to work, that want to collect that $1,000 a week, well, that's going to end in a few weeks as well. So make sure you stack up a little money to pay me for one of my promotions, have a little bit of money to put in your sports betting account, and I'll show you how to be off and running and finish this year fucking strong like you're supposed to. Anyway, guys, it's July 2nd, 2020, podcast number 271. If you guys are just tuning into this podcast, this show is a spinoff of my show, Money Talks, that I had on CNBC. It's all about my life of a guy that bets big and lives larger, the #1 sports consultant in the world. And what I'm going to do for you guys is help you build a second income and make up for 2020, and I know that you can use it. Soon as we resume, I'm going to pick up filming my reality show, Sports Betting 101 with Steve Stevens. Also have a major motion picture coming out. And like I said, my life is going to be good, and I like to share the wealth. Speaking of sharing the wealth, shout out to my person out there. What was her name? Catherine? Or
Kay Gallagher.
Kay Gallagher 2002, who was our $1,000 winner. Now, I'm going to weigh in on this a little bit because it's a little weird for me. I gave out the $500.
Yep.
It went to a guy who was a multimillionaire. Keep in mind, I have this app. I put all the entries into the app, and it gives me a random winner. Okay? So the $500 winner was a multimillionaire who didn't need the money. The $1,000 winner, to me, looks like someone that just made up a fake account just to enter the drawing.
Yep.
So we're going to make it a little bit more intriguing, like everybody else does, make you put in just a little bit more work in order to win the contest.
I think that's the best way to do it.
Well, it is for sure. We got a great show for you today. We're going to talk about Major League Baseball news. We're going to talk about NBA. We're going to talk about NFL and sports betting as a whole. If you guys want to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, it's VIP Sports LV. And if you don't want to call us, direct message me is the best way to get in touch with doing business. If you want to get a hold of us, go to my website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com, or hit me up, 877-220-6540. Advertising opportunity. If you're watching or listening to the podcast, you own a small business, work at a company interested in getting involved in this booming sports betting industry, send an email to advertising@VIPSportsLasVegas.com, and we'll get back with you with all the details how to become a sponsor of the show. Master Closer 101, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, Master Closer 101 is here, and it's time to invest in yourself. This is my brand new online virtual training course on Lightspeed VT's incredible platform. This will turn your mouthpiece into a weapon by teaching you the techniques of becoming a master closer in whatever industry you work in. Increase your confidence, increase your knowledge, increase your production, and increase your closing rate by enrolling in Master Closer 101 today. With this online course, you will learn everything you need to know when it comes to selling, closing, persuading, and creating influence. I'm launching Master Closer 101 by offering a grand opening package for $398 for individual users and $598 per month for companies with up to 20 user accounts. Go to mastercloser101.com today, purchase or email us at admin@mastercloser101.com with any questions. If there's one thing to invest in during these difficult times, it's yourself. Invest in yourself because you are the best asset you have. Fair enough? Let's run a clip of Master Closer 101 just to motivate people and excite them to purchase this fucking product to take you to another level. Hello again. Remember, guys, you have to have a positive mindset and attitude. You have to be assured of yourself that the product you're selling is the best product on the market. You have to believe in your product, and you have to have the client believe that it's the best product on the market, and you have to show him that he needs it. Because after all, if you don't believe in your product, your client sure as hell won't believe in it either. It's extremely important that you are excited about the product or service that you're selling. Let me give you guys an example. If you're selling lower interest rates, you have to apply to the greed. You're going to tell the company or the client how much money that you're going to save them. If you're selling life care or vitamins, you're going to have to tell the client how long he's going to live or how it's going to better his health. If you're selling an investment, you have to apply to the greed. Tell him how much money he's going to make in this investment, how it's going to change his life. You have to believe in your product 110%, because if you don't believe in your product, nobody else will. Sales jobs will change throughout your sales career, I guarantee it. You will do a wide variety of sales of different products and services. Once you're a master closer, it doesn't matter what you sell, because you can move mountains and you'll be able to sell anybody at any time and not take no for an answer. A great skill for knowing your product is to write down the best reasons for the customer to buy today as related to your product. If you come up short, ask one of your coworkers or a manager, what's the top 10 reasons why this client should buy? Put the list on your desk, memorize it. These are things that will help you create a want for your product. It'll highlight your product, and more importantly, show the benefit to the client of him purchasing your product, how it's going to change him. Show the need for the product. That's the way to become a master closer. That was just a little clip. Like I said, guys, you definitely need to invest in yourself. You need to purchase the Master Closer 101 program, so that way when you get back to work or whatever you do in life, you're at the top of the chain. Plain and fucking simple. If you're watching this podcast on YouTube, make sure you join the live chat we have on the first airing of each episode. We pre-tape the podcast, but we'll be on the live chat each week to mix it up with you guys and answer questions. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and when you click the subscribe button, make sure you also click the bell to choose to receive notification on all the videos that we post. As always, we appreciate your thumbs up, and we read every one of your comments. You can also listen to the VIP Sports Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Podcasts, and all other major platforms, or simply ask Alexa, play the VIP Sports Podcast, and she'll play it right away. And I always told you guys, up your swagger with the Absolute Blowout Winter merchandising line. We got the white hoodies for this football season and T-shirts for any occasion. We're also adding the Absolute Blowout Winter mask, and we're also adding the Fair Enough mask. These should be a top seller. I only bought 5,000 of them. They will probably go quick, so make sure you pick it up. Like I said, go to AbsoluteBlowoutWinter.com to pick up your merchandising line today. So everybody keeps asking, you know, Steve, you're born and raised in Las Vegas. What is it like out here in Las Vegas these days? Well, to be honest with you, shit has never changed. From the second Corona came out, the streets have been packed. People are going everywhere. I don't know where the fuck they're going, but people are partying more than ever. Teenagers are having rager parties. They're fucking having orgies. People are fucking going out. Now, even though the hotels are shut down, the roads are more packed than I've ever seen them, and that's probably the reason why we're leading coronavirus.
Amen.
But I will tell you, all the hotels have opened up. Yesterday, Mandalay Bay, Caesars Palace, several casinos, the Aria, several casinos have opened. So they're going back full throttle. I don't know what that's going to do. I know that all these people from Arizona and California, since they closed, are going to come here for this weekend. So we might be in for a big surprise. But hey, I could sit at home all day as long as I got this thing right here, and I'll call you guys and make you more money than you could possibly ever fucking imagine. Here's a great sports betting segment. A few Las Vegas bettors took advantage of a mistake by BetMGM that allowed bettors to make bets on Korean baseball games that were already in progress. I love that. One of the winning bets was a 10-leg parlay that netted $137,000. Congratulations to the guy that was on point, that took advantage of it. Fuck these sports books. You have to hit them off every way you can. Remember, I'm not a bookie, I'm a bookie killer. My hat's off to that guy that pounded out that sports book. Fuck him. An investigation is underway, though, that could help BetMGM avoid at least $250,000 in losses.
Well, I think William Hill was also hit because their website went down or their mobile app went down for about 10 to 12 hours. And it was due, I think, to Korean baseball. So I think they also got hit. But
hey, I don't give a fuck. If they allowed you to get it in and the bettor was smart enough to make it happen, pay him on his bets, take your losses, and fix your fucking software.
I agree with that. However, when it comes to Nevada gaming and stuff like that, they're going to rule with the casino, and these bets will never get paid.
Well, I would sue the fuck out of them, and I'd have a major case on my hands because if they allowed you to do it, if the roles were reversed,
right, the casinos would be the winners.
They would take your money all day long, and there wouldn't be a fucking thing you can do about it. Plain and simple. Anyway, let's get right into Major League Baseball. Spring training workouts will begin on Friday as long as testing goes well. Players began getting tested on Wednesday and will be tested every other day starting Friday. Major League Baseball, if all goes well, Garrett Cole will make his Yankees debut opening day versus the Washington Nationals, most likely versus Max Scherzer.
And the line, they put a line out already. The Yankees are on the road, and they're a $1.22 favorite. Scherzer is a $1.12 at home, and he's never been a home underdog ever. So,
well, that's why you need to call me, because rather than bet the side, you might want to look at the total.
Correct. That's a great game, though, to open it up.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so fucking excited. I'm having a rager party, but more importantly, I'm going to be reaching out to all of my clients, my 150 people that I haven't contacted in over a couple months. You will be getting a call from me in the next few days. We're going to get you back on track. We're going to get your sports betting account active, and we're going to go rip these fucking bookies a new fucking asshole and finish out 2020 with a bang. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Poppy?
You. Oh, yes, sir.
All right, bud. Major League Baseball win totals over under. Dodgers, 37.5. Yankees, 37.5. Astros, 35. Twins, 34.5. Braves, 34. Nationals, 34. Rays, 34. A's, 33.5. Cardinals, 32.5. Angels, 32. Mets, 32. Cubs, 32. Indians, 32. Phillies, 31.5. Red Sox, 31.5, which I think they're going to be complete shit this year. Reds, 31.5. White Sox, 31.5. Brewers, 31. Diamondbacks, 31. Guys, you got to remember, in this short season, it's anybody's ball game. Whoever gets a little hot streak, whoever can win 15 real quick, is going to have a real good shot of winning the World Series.
I'm going to give you guys one to write down, circle it, put a star with it. That's going to be the Cincinnati Reds over 31.5. And the reason I'm going to tell you that, this year, both leagues are going to have a DH. And there's certain teams in the National League that are built with lineups for a DH. There's three teams that I'm going to talk about right now: the Philadelphia Phillies, the Cincinnati Reds, and the LA Dodgers.
I wouldn't look over the White Sox either.
Well, the White Sox are in the American League. They have theirs. Yeah, but in the National League, those three teams are deep, and they're built for teams to have a DH, and that is going to be key for these teams that have to play both interleague and just playing National League teams. Those teams are built to have a DH on those teams, and that's going to give them a huge advantage. So you may want to look out, especially the Cincinnati Reds, at the over 31.5 on that, and keep that in mind. Both leagues are going to have the DH, and that's going to come into play. You're going to want to talk to a guy like this, especially, once again, guys, with teams not having to report which players have corona. It's going to take a while to figure out. That man right there is going to have the information from day one, and you need to take advantage of that.
You want to fucking get advice from a guy that carries a purse, or a guy that fucking will make you more money that you've ever imagined, who's more respected and connected than anybody in this fucking business? 40%, 50% of the NBA are my personal friends. 30, 40% of Major League Baseball are my personal friends. I deal with coaches, players, referees, CEOs, everybody in the fucking industry. Get your money ready, because I'm going to quadruple it over the next 30 days. And if you guys wondering where the big Skipper is, best believe Skipper will be back for baseball. He'll be in the office, ready to make you guys more money and finish out the year with a bang as well. You do like making money, correct? I'm Steve Stevens. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie. I'm the Bookie Killer. Whether you're here in town on business or to flat out gamble, don't forget, sports betting is a multi-billion-dollar industry and you deserve your fair share. Call 877-220-6540 or go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com, mention this ad, and get a $500 personal play absolutely free. See you in the winner's circle. Let's get right into NFL, Poppy. What do we got here?
Well, the New England Patriots signed Cam Newton to a one-year deal. You like this move by New England?
Actually, I do. They needed somebody over there. I told you in previous podcasts that Cam was getting a little played out over there in Carolina. He has more talent than he was playing with. He wasn't giving it all he's got. And I think coming over with that coaching staff and that organization will take him to a next level. But I'm already listening to Boston radio and people out there in Boston that are like, the bar, we don't want him to come out here and do all his dancing and all his highlighting and all his bullshit. Leave him the fuck alone. When he scores a touchdown, if he wants to do a backflip, if he wants to do the Superman, who gives a fuck? Let the guy celebrate. Let him get pumped up. If that's the way he motivates himself to be all he can be, let him fucking do it. I think he's going to be a real good asset over there. Who do I think will start? Newton, Hoyer, or Stidham?
I think Cam Newton's going to start over there.
I do too. What are you going to put Newton in?
I'm putting Newton in. If I'm Bill Belichick, I'm going to do
You almost
everything
have
I can.
to, though.
Yeah, I think you brought Cam Newton there, and I think if Bill Belichick and his system can work with Cam Newton, they got a great chance to succeed with Cam Newton.
I do too, but do you start him in the first game?
I
would go with Newton, who knows the program,
Yeah.
who knows the stuff. Hoyer, I don't think has a chance. Cam's coming in way before him. Homeboy will be sitting on the bench, which ain't no big deal. You're not going to have any contact, and you'll collect that fucking check. I wish I was Hoyer. Knowing that I'm not going to play, knowing that I'm getting that money, knowing your family's safe, God bless you, bud. You're in a prime position. Enjoy it and embrace it. You know what I mean?
I agree. I mean, Stidham's been on the team as a backup or a third backup for a few years there, so maybe he knows the system, but I don't think you want to go with Stidham at all. I think Cam Newton's the experienced one.
I don't think you're going to see Stidham or Hoyer.
Yeah, I agree.
I think this is going to be, I think this is going to be, the whole idea of bringing Newton over there, he's an all-star fucking quarterback. The whole idea is going to be working him into the system.
Yep.
But if anybody was to start over Newton, I would say Hoyer for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to NBA. Sources say that the NBA bubble in Orlando will cost the NBA $150 million.
Yeah, I heard Mark Cuban yesterday in an interview. He says the NBA is 100% going to happen. There are going to be players who opt out. There's already been a couple of players who've said no thank you because of health issues. And
if some of those players are Chris Paul, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, these guys that were on saying we're going to play, we're going to get NBA back, it's going to be a fucking problem. I better see those big boys out there.
Yeah, well, the LeBron James and the Chris Pauls, you're definitely going to see out there unless something happens health-wise with them. Mark Cuban made a point that these guys are actually going to be safer being in that bubble, the way they're trying to maintain it, than outside here in the real world, and that's probably true. But I've seen a lot of players with some interviews questioning if everybody's going to follow the rules. I guess they have like 112 or 113 pages of rules. The first couple of days when they get in the bubble, they have to go through an orientation of how to get all the rules and follow them. So you're asking all these athletes who, have certain vices to follow all these rules to keep everything clean in this bubble. That's going to be the biggest challenge. But I actually think they're going to be able to pull it off.
Well, I want to ask the followers,
Yeah.
What do you think is safer, being in the NBA bubble or being in Las Vegas for 4th of July with California and Arizona and the #1 coronavirus state at your hands? Where do you think you're going to be safer? In Las Vegas right now during 4th of July or in the NBA bubble?
I'd love to be in the NBA bubble.
No doubt. So would I.
Yeah.
110%. Let's move on to NBA. The Lakers and Clippers will battle on opening night, July 30th on TNT. Part of a doubleheader, Zion Williamson and the Pelicans will also play on opening night versus the Utah Jazz.
Excited, man.
I'm so fucking
They're
excited.
loading us up, baseball and basketball, with some premier matchups.
You want to know who's going to get the money? You want to know what team to bet? You want to know whether to take the over and under? VIPSportsLasVegas.com, 877-220-6540. I'll show you how to start the season off with a bang and build your bankroll bigger than a motherfucking elephant's motherfucking trunk.
That's right.
And you know how fucking big and long that is. You know what I mean? Because I know right now your sports betting account is smaller than mouse pussy. We're going to make it longer than a giraffe neck here in about 30 days.
Don't go blow your count, guys, on Korean baseball, please, and UFC. Let's wait for the 3.5 more weeks for the real sports to go and Steve Stevens to make you money.
Absolutely. I'm going to give you guys some NBA title odds. LA Lakers plus 240. Milwaukee Bucks, 260. The LA Clippers, plus 320. Boston Celtics, plus 1,600.
Wow.
You like that value?
Plus 1,600, I might circle it and take a couple of dollars on that. I don't like the Lakers plus 240. The Bucks and the Clippers I do like.
All right, yeah.
But Celtics and Rockets plus 1,800.
I like the Bucks to win it all, to be honest with you.
I mean, I like the Bucks as well and the Clippers, but Celtics plus 1,600 and Rockets plus 1,800, I might throw a few
Rockets
shekels.
plus 1,800.
Yeah.
You got the Sixers plus 2,000, Raptors plus 2,000, Denver plus 25, Mavericks plus 35. I'm sure Mark Cuban's happy about that one. Huh?
Yeah, he might throw a few bucks on that.
Here's the question. With the uncertainty surroundings with the NBA, could a long shot win it all like Denver, Boston, or Houston, or Toronto?
Yes.
My answer is absolutely 100% they can.
Right. I mean, this season, guys, I just heard Giannis Antetokounmpo in an interview, and he's excited. He said, go put an asterisk with this season. This season is different than any other season in history, and he wants to be the team that wins this season because it's special, and I agree with him.
But here's the bottom line that I need people to know. It's not your job to go out there and do all the study, look at last year's power rankings. That's what I'm here for. The #1 sports consultant in the fucking business. You focus on your kids, you focus on your life, you focus on your mental health. Pick up the phone and call me. I've already done all the work for you. All you got to do is sign up for one of my promotions, and I will show you how to make more money betting sports than anybody in the fucking world. Everybody could use a second income right now, and I want to make sure you get it. Don't fuck this up. You have one opportunity to make this fucking year finish with a fucking bang, and his name is Steve Stevens. I will show you guys how to make up for this shit fucking first half of the year and finish strong. Because at the end of the day, you deserve it. Your family deserve it. You deserve the finer things in life, and I'm going to help you get it. Because a guy like me is going to do whatever it fucking takes. If I got to put a helmet on and get in the fucking game, if I got to fucking put a jersey on and go play in the fucking NBA, I will do whatever it takes to make sure you guys win. Hit me up at VIPSportsLasVegas.com, DM me, call me at 877-220-6540, and I suggest you start calling now. Our phones have been ringing off the hook all fucking day. You guys are ready to bet. Fuck Korean baseball. Fuck UFC. And you can take that golf club and shove it right up your fucking ass. I'm going to show you how to make money on real sports where I get real information and a real opportunity for you to make money.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else, especially a Smurf for the Purse, is going to have people in the bubble who have contact with you, whether it's hockey, whether it's baseball, or basketball, because I know you're going to have phone contact with people in those bubbles.
100%.
I don't think Purse Boy is going to have anything.
No, he'll be outside the bubble.
Correct.
And then I got 2 bubbles he can put right on his chin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He might like that.
I'm sure he would, like I said. So at the end of the day, guys, we're excited. Baseball, basketball, hockey is coming back in full effect. I'm very disappointed that Vegas isn't going to be one of the hubs, but hey, it is what it is. I don't care if you guys are working or not. All you got to do is put $500 aside for me, put $1,500 in a sports betting account, and we're going to be off and running. I'm going to blow your bankroll account up like you've never fucking imagined. On the behalf of VIP Sports and myself, sports betting is back. It's time to make some fucking money, and I'm going to show you how to turn around this fucked up Corona year into a year that you remember for the rest of your life, and so will your bank account. We love you. Stay safe. Arizona, California, stay the fuck home. We're already leading in coronavirus. We don't need any more. I want everybody out there to have a happy 4th of July. I want you to enjoy your kids. Be safe. We'll see you next week. And remember, don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. Fair enough? I love you.
It's Steve Stevens. I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the palm play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Byron.